Black Christian woman slams Black Lives Matter and exposes the Marxist takeover. She's seen painting over the Black Lives Matter mural in front of Trump Tower and getting arrested. This is the third time this week that this mural has been painted over in protest. This is Mr. Obvious, and today on the internet, we're going to talk about the following story. So here you can see with Mark Dice, someone painted over the Black Lives Matter graffiti in front of Trump Tower again today. The activists are calling it hashtag Operation Paint Drop and say they're going to keep doing it every day because BLM is a Marxist movement. This is the third time this week. Now, this has a short Twitter clip, but I want to show you a bit more of the full clip so that we can get better context around this. But before we take a look at the footage, if you're new to the channel, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell button for notifications for more content. If you're in the market for some new summer shirts, maybe drop by the merch store. Link is in the description. So I actually have the original live stream of this event. So here's the original live stream, and this is from a YouTuber called Beveline Betty, and I believe that it's the same person. She's absolutely based. She's absolutely red-pilled, and I would recommend, if you're a Christian and you're interested in hearing her speak, to visit her channel. I'll leave a link to this video in the description. So let's look. Let's see what happened.
Where's your helpers?
People that come, if they come, they come. If they don't,
Okay,
they don't.
all right.
So as you can clearly see, she has a bunch of paint. It looks specifically the brand is Rust-Oleum. I wonder if she got that from Lowe's. Very interesting. I used to work at Lowe's, right? Rust-Oleum is one of the brands there. I don't know if they still use Rust-Oleum though. You know, times have changed. Rust-Oleum is used for metal. So I'm not sure if it was on sale or if it was on discount. Okay, I'm getting off track, folks, but yeah. I know a little bit about paint.
Guys, you gotta leave right now.
Where's my car?
Guys,
Huh?
listen, I'm asking you nicely. You gotta leave right now. You can't be.
And notice how the police are defending BLM and Black Lives Matter, despite the fact that they're out there rioting, looting, stealing, and causing crime. New York City itself is the epicenter of not only coronavirus, but a massive increase in crime. Ever since Mayor Bill de Blasio let all the prisoners out of prison and let groups like BLM and Antifa, left-wing activists, riot in the streets.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, right? For the black people. This for the black people. They destroying businesses for black people. They're looting for black people. They do it for black people, right? Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. You're gonna defund the police for black people. You're lying. No, we're not standing with Black Lives Matter. We want our police. Refund our police. They say Black Lives Matter. Oh, they don't care about black lives. They don't care about black lives.
Man, and look at the media vultures trying to get pictures, trying to get photos. Oh man, journalists are such bottom-feeding scum.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Refund the police. Refund the police. Refund the police. Refund the police.
Now, I just want to explain to you the massive irony that we're seeing right before our very eyes. A based black Christian woman defending the police, saying we should refund the police, not defund the police, being arrested by police. Is there anything wrong with this picture? Is this opposite day? And this just goes to show you how far gone Democrats really are. You see, Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, he is a Democrat. And he supported BLM, he supported the riots. He's also the reason that the black community has suffered in New York City, and also the reason that coronavirus got out of control. So it's actually kind of his fault that the entire United States got infected, because most of the infection came from New York. But this is just insane. How is it that a black woman protesting against Black Lives Matter for the police is being arrested by those police? Why don't they go out there and arrest the real criminals?
Refund the police! Refund the police! Refund the police! Refund the police! Fuck you! Refund the police! Devil! Refund the police! Refund the police!
And notice how that officer just completely falls to the floor. there are people saying that, oh, the woman attacked him. No, he slipped. He obviously slipped on wet paint. It's wet paint, folks, and it's Rust-Oleum, okay?
Jesus matters. Jesus matters. We will never support Black Lives Matter. We will never support. We will never support.
Now, the male who was yelling F you at the woman is saying, why don't you stop her? Why don't you stop her? And, you know, that's actually a good point. Here you can see on the website known as 4chan. This explanation I find absolutely hilarious. And Annan is replying to this post. Anonymous says, from the video, it looks like the cops weren't trying that hard. Probably just wanted to appear they're trying because there are cameras. Most likely hates the shit on the road too. Most likely hates the stuff that's on the road too. Annan replies, that's the NYPD's new training based on city law. They cannot put any of their weight onto someone's chest, back or neck, when trying to restrain someone. Doesn't that just mean that they can't restrain anyone? How are they going to catch criminals? I don't even know why these officers were trying. Everyone in the department basically has a F it attitude, because making one mistake under the new law means they get charged. A few departments in NY State have also said they are no longer going into NYC. So, basically, New York City is going to be a hellscape, and it is a hellscape because the police can no longer actually restrain people. Now, here's a little news flash to the radical leftists who think that the police are evil. Criminals are very bad people. Criminals break the law. Criminals hurt people. And sometimes, in order to capture a criminal, you have to restrain him. And part of doing that is using your body weight to pin him to the ground. I can't tell you how many videos I've seen of a criminal resisting arrest, getting up even when police officers were trying to restrain them, stealing a weapon, turning on cops, and they just start shooting, or they start attacking. Yeah, cops put their lives at risk every single day to keep people safe. Safe from what? The criminals. It's that simple. So, yeah. Maybe that's why they weren't using a lot of force. But maybe, just maybe they hate the sign too. Now I want to show you a clip from this news report because I find it hilarious and very telling. You see, this Black Lives Matter mural has been a target for a while. You know, people have died because of BLM. They've got blood on their hands. This is just a little paint.
Lives Matter mural vandalized once again, and we showed you this just moments after it happened earlier today.
I'm here today to make a big statement that de Blasio is supporting terrorists, so that makes him a terrorist. It should say all lives matter, not using taxpayers' dollars for that thing they have in the street.
Wow, an African-American woman saying that it should say all lives matter, which is my argument exactly. The term Black Lives Matter is exclusionary. It doesn't account for all life, and it doesn't account for the fact that anyone can be a victim of injustice, not just black people. The truth is, BLM is just a Marxist movement. Literally. It was started by actual Marxists. These things, they're not just hyperbole. They're not just exaggeration. Look it up.
It means a lot. Yeah, it means a lot. It means equality, because obviously...
So, let me ask you something. How exactly does Black Lives Matter mean equality? Because it's not an equal statement. It's saying that one life matters, and the direct implication from BLM is that no other life matters. All lives matter includes black lives.
It means equality, because obviously we don't have that in America,
You know, and then he says, we don't have equality in America. You have no idea what it's actually like to live in a country or society where people don't have equal rights. You have equality in America. The same as everybody else. And if you find yourself unable to succeed, it's probably your fault. Yeah, life isn't fair. Yeah, life hands us different dice and different cards, but you play the hand you're dealt. Stop making excuses.
Well, it stands behind a lot of things, like it stands behind, especially the things that went on in the past with slavery and things like that.
You know, it's very obvious from listening to these folks that not only do they not understand their history, they don't actually understand the Black Lives Matter movement or the people behind it, or any of the nuances behind all this. The simple fact of the matter is, BLM is a violent organization, a political organization, and one that doesn't actually care about black lives, because BLM has directly led to the death of several black lives now. And, you know, that alone negates anything the movement could have to say.
The movement vowed to come out here to deface it.
I will be taking over this within the next 48 hours. You go to jail. I don't care. There's no bail.
Oh, yes. So, many of you may know that in New York City and other places, Democrats declared that bail is racist. So they got rid of bails. They got rid of it, and now criminals just leave prison and walk the street. Yeah. They just go out, they commit more crimes. It doesn't matter because there's no bail. There's nothing that actually keeps them in jail anymore. So yeah, she's right. She can come over every single day and paint over the sign. And what are they going to do? Nothing. They're going to arrest her. They're going to let her go. They're going to arrest her. They're going to let her go. You reap what you sow, Democrats.
Those protesters making good on that promise, but the city painting over the anger and vitriol, leaving behind the powerful symbol, message, and mural.
It's a bunch of yellow letters, you fucking pansy. I swear. Now, I have a lot of criticism for these movements, especially the destruction and looting. Like, I will not stand for that, okay? It's lawlessness, it's chaos. But you know what, my friends? That's pretty much the story. People have had enough of BLM. And finally, more and more people are protesting against these murals, which stand for an organization that has wrought nothing but destruction and caused problems for everyone. It's not peaceful. But what you're seeing now is civil disobedience. It is peaceful protests. And if BLM would simply protest like these people are, well, then maybe, just maybe, people would not be turning against them. But that, my friends, is merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Let me know down below in the comment section. As always, if you like the content and want to support the work I do, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. And sharing the video is always a very, very great help. Spread those red pills. Obviously, I think more people need to know that it's not just, conservatives or white people that dislike the BLM Marxist movement. It's African Americans as well. Many in the black community deny and reject BLM because they've seen BLM destroy black-owned businesses, destroy black-owned communities, and they've seen the massive hypocrisy. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.